What if I told you you could be OP in Oblivion at level 1? The Umbra sword and armor are some of the most powerful and easiest to obtain pieces of gear in the original Oblivion game, and in the remaster, they're just as powerful and just as easy for you to find. You can snag them at level 1 if you know where to look. So today I'll show you exactly where to find Umbra, how to defeat her early using a few clever tricks, and also why you might want to wait until around level 15 if you're chasing the perfect stats for these items. Subscribe for more videos like this. First, let's talk about where you'll find Umbra. Head southwest of the Imperial City waterfront to a ruin called Vindicel. It's located along the Green Road near the shores of the Lake Rumer. I'll show it here on the map, but basically, you can just fast travel to the Imperial City waterfront even from the start of the game. Although in this video I'm around level 7, you can travel there anytime, then just jump into the water heading southwest. Once you get inside Vindicel, the layout is pretty simple. There's a couple rats, it's a short Ayleid ruin, but be careful because at the end of the ruin through the gate, Umbra herself is waiting fully geared and ready to fight. So if you try to fight Umbra head on, especially at low levels, you'll definitely be outmatched. But here's a classic trick, she only has melee attacks. So just bring a bunch of arrows and some magic spells and you can take her out. What I do is I lower the difficulty setting of the game temporarily to novice, to the lowest level. Do some parkour and jump onto the broken pillar in the middle of the room, and then you can just pelt her with arrows and magic spells until she dies. Then just loot her body and take all the gear. Try to show up with a lot of space in your inventory because the Umbra gear is super heavy. I think altogether it's around 160 pounds. And boom, you just got some of the best gear in Oblivion without breaking a sweat. It's cheap, but it works. Just remember to adjust the difficulty slider back up because the game is absolutely no fun if you keep it on novice difficulty. An alternative method, if you don't want to mess with the difficulty, is to kite her all the way to the Imperial City, running along the western road until you reach the city gates. Unfortunately, this was bugged in my game, and the guards actually tried to arrest me with a bounty for attacking her. Your mileage may vary with this one. I know for some people this works as well. This is the easiest way for them to do it. And one last method is to actually kite her into the spike traps in the Vindicel ruin, but it's also quite time consuming depending on how much health she has, and it might just be easier to use the bow and arrow. One important note is that the Umbra sword and armor scale with your level, and they max out at level 15 for the best stats. So that means if you do grab them at level 1, they'll still be strong for the majority of the early and mid game, but they're not as powerful as they could be. And once you reach the higher levels, you'll definitely be able to craft much more powerful weapons and armor. This is all due to the way that level scaling works in Oblivion. The level at which you pick up an item is actually the level that it stays at, so getting the best gear early sometimes plays against you. But it's up to you. You can snag them early for an easy ride through the early game, which is what I typically do. Or you can wait until level 15 if you want the best version of it. Either way, now you know how to claim Umbra's gear for yourself, and there's also a quest tied to the Umbra sword which you'll find at the Shrine of Clavicus Vile. The shrine is just a bit south of Vindicel itself, and I won't spoil anything, but you'll need to decide to keep the sword or if you deliver it to the Daedric Prince Clavicus Vile. So if this video helped you out, please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more Oblivion Remastered tips and RPG deep dives. Do you use the Umbra sword and armor, or are you enjoying the remaster? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, take care.